So good morning everyone. It's early start in the morning. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of stuff packed behind me over here, planning on setting off on a fishing adventure of a lifetime. I'm going to be heading off on a month-long fishing trip, travelling throughout South Africa, fishing the lakes, the rivers and the ocean, and see what fish are out there to be caught. So let's check out what I got. So 2 bags of camera equipment and tech, some clothes, and then fishing tackle. Fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle. So let's hope we catch some monsters. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos and see what I catch on this epic trip. Alright, so this is the last load. Almost there. And then it's only 5,000 kilometers of driving over the next month, and hopefully lots and lots of big fish. Yeah. Some coffee for the road. Let's do this. After a long day of driving, we're at our first destination. The sea is just the other side of these trees. There are some sites with sea views, but I figured rather be sheltered from the southeasterly with these trees if the southeasterly does pick up. So now it's time to set up camp. Tent set up, I'll get the fishing gear ready and try and get an afternoon session in. I've got a feeling it's looking quite good for things like galjoen, mussel cracker. You never know what we're going to get, but hopefully I'll catch you at the water. I really want to get an afternoon session in, but setting up the tent and everything just took a little bit too long. The sun's going down in 15 minutes, so not going to really get an afternoon session in. So tonight I'm cooking something rather uneventful, some bully beef, which I'm busy frying up in the pan, and I've got some pasta. So good morning. Yeah, I didn't end up going for a night session last night because I was pretty buggered. So just to put things into perspective, basically the day before I left on this trip I moved house, so I was still busy unpacking my house before I even, while I was unpacking my house, I was packing for this trip. So I hadn't slept for like two days, so I figured let me sleep in, let me just get some rest. First day of a month-long trip, you got plenty of time to fish. So slept in, woke up this morning to some rain. So things are a little bit wet and a bit cooler, but yeah, just making myself some coffee and then heading out for the first morning fishing session. So hope we catch something. The rain has stopped, which is a bonus. The sea's a little bit bigger today, which is probably a good sign for something like mussel cracker or galjoen. As you can see, I'm packed and ready to go for quite a nice long walk up the coast. Go and try and find some nice fishing spots, and it's also quite chilly, hence the reason why I'm still dressed quite warmly, but hopefully that'll change as the day goes by. It's also going to get a little bit windier, so I'm going to do my best to try and avoid wind noise in the videos, but it's the ocean and the wind blows, so there's not much you can do about that. Great, let's see how things go. Get you at the fishing spot. I think there was a little antelope that walked along here. See the tracks? Antelope. Maybe a little grasbok or something. And a mongoose. See the mongoose tracks over there? So like that water over there looks really nice for Galjoen. That little bay looks pretty spectacular too. I think we're almost where we want to go. Want to go and check out that point out there. See what that looks like. Hopefully it'll be some nice fishing. This could be a nice potential spot if the wind gets too hectic. Come over here, it might be sheltered from the wind. And fish into this bay. Dassy, Dassy, Dassy. Hello, Dassy. How are you, buddy? Hello, Mr. Dassy. You're looking for fish? You're looking for fish? Have you seen any? Here's the fish. Look at me as if I'm an idiot. It's like, does it look like I can swim? Like, I don't know where the fish are. Go find your own fish. We've walked a little bit further, but around this sort of point, we're sitting right in the teeth of the wind. So we're going to go back to a sheltered spot that we saw a little bit earlier. Might not be targeting as big a fish, but I know how to have a lot of fun on light tackle. So let's go give it a go, and who knows, maybe we can even target a big fish from there. Okay, so this is quite an exciting little technique that I use with a very ultralight tackle. It's great for catching bait. I've caught mullet and all sorts on this rig. The nice thing about this rig is that if there's the occasional shad or something around, it can also pick it up, and I've been bust up by some very big fish using this rig. But I've also caught quite a lot of mullet on this rig. It's great for blacktail and just targeting a lot of different species. Also, you should never do what I'm doing right now. Never sit with your back to the sea.
You told me this. Roadways.
If you want to have some nice calm water for this fishing technique with a little bit of colour in it, this is all looking perfect. So I'm going to cast it out and see what happens. Have you gotten any bites yet? Do you feel like tuck, 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 tuck? Yeah, there's a bite. You must pull back when you feel that. Oh. So the key with the sea is you need to wind it in quickly, because if you let it go into those rocks, then it gets stuck. And then if you feel that tuck, 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 then you must strike.
Okay. Keep the line tight.
By winding in.
Also
So keep looking at the line.
Yeah.
And then when it gets a little bit slack, just wind it in a little bit. Or you can even just lift the rod and then remember just to keep your finger on the line.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of practice to get there. So if you want to get the fish into a bit of a feeding frenzy, you can also sort of chum the water a little bit. It does tend to make quite a big difference. Gets them all up and feeding. Just gets that smell out there. Out of the where I was stuck, let's see what it is. And it is a... No ways, it's a little mussel cracker. I was not expecting to catch a mussel cracker on this rig, but hey, it looks like it is hooked a little bit deep. So I'm going to quickly try and get this back into the water. But there we go, how's that? It's a little mussel cracker. Okay, so he is hooked in the gills, and also swallowed the hooks quite badly. There are hooks that rust out, so I'm just going to cut the line quite close to the mouth. They should rust out quite quickly and get him back into the water with as little stress as possible, because these are such cool little fish. Off you go, buddy. Oh, still can't believe I just caught a mussel cracker on this sardine rig. It's just ridiculous. It's actually catching much bigger fish than I was expecting we were going to catch. Oh, nice. And Larissa's onto a fish. Bring it in, bring it in. Looks like a blacktail. Nice, almost. Yeah, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Lift it up with your rod. Okay, whoa, whoa, come forward. Okay, lift it up. Yeah. Oh no, Cape Stumpnose. Nice. What a beautiful fish. Oh, look at that. Nice one, Larissa.
Hey.
It's fun on the light tackle, huh?
Yeah.
Also,
it's beautiful,
look at
man.
those teeth.
Ah, that's dangerous.
Not really, they're herbivores, so it's for grazing on the grass. Yeah, cool. Do you want a little Cape Stumpnose? Do you want to throw him back in there?
Yeah.
Nice one.
I just, like, what if I hurt him?
Just make sure he lands in the water and he'll be fine. So throw it into the water, not over the rocks there. Okay. Yay! Cool. Nice. Nice. Oh. There we go. On. What's it going to be? Something small. Oh, there's a blacktail. So, 3 different catches, 3 different species. Little blacktail, known as a blacktail because that little black dot on his tail. Yeah, looks like he's been nailed by something there before. Perfect live bait for like a leery or something, but this one's going back into the water. Also those little grazing teeth. Little blacktail. Okay, in you go, buddy. Oh, nice. This is onto a fish. Are you finding it nicely? Oh, super-sized blacktail. Oh, okay, okay, whoa, whoa. Nice. Blacktail.
Hey.
Okay, let me get these hooks out of here. So blacktail have these spikes,
Yeah.
which can really hurt you. So you always grab them at the bottom like that.
Okay.
With the tide pushing now, the fish are coming on to feed. There you go.
Did you hold this?
Give him a good grip.
I'm trying not to
What?
hurt him. Shit! I hurt him.
No, he's fine. The next time we'll wash him in. I can get him for you if I don't get wet. There you go, buddy. There you go. That's quite rewarding, eh? Because you're catching these fish on bait that you've put on. Is it a bit gross?
No, I just don't want to hurt them.
No, man, I'm talking about the bait.
Oh, no.
You're just seeing Buddy. You get a fish for Buddy in the fish tank with you.
No. Buddy is friends, not fish. Basically.
So now you're onto a fish and he's busy pulling. Then what you do is and it's a big one.
Yeah.
Because the little ones you can just wind, but the big one you're going to have to like pull up like that and you just wind down. And you pull up and then you can use the rod tip to try and guide them. If they pull really, really hard, don't wind. Let them pull, and then you carry on because then they're going to pull the drag. So I'm looking at the tides. I see high tides at 10 past 2 today. So maybe just before the high I might put a bait out for some mussel cracker or a galjoen. We'll see how things go. I might try for a mussel cracker, seeing that I caught that mussel cracker first thing on the light rig. So yeah, let's check it out. But so far the fishing's actually been quite good. They've been much bigger fish than I thought they were going to be. So I'm going to try for some kalyun in this bay, see what happens. Maybe a mussel cracker picks it up, even though I think I'm going to have an issue with this hook. Some really nice structure in here, so just got to cast in and hope for the best. Nice bites there. Just waiting for it to pull me flat. I'm getting some nice bites, huh? Getting some nice bites. Just shortened my hook tray slightly, just because it's getting a bit twisted, and see if we can get something. Getting some bites, but they're small. Just waiting for that big bite. There's definitely bites. Even when there's small fish busy biting, just those little tap tap tap, it's forming action around there. It might attract a bigger fish to come through and just smash it. Yeah, there we go, I'm onto a fish, I think. No. Oh. Almost. What you got there? Guaranteed. Also a really good bait. Okay. Give me a little bit more line there. Nice on the red bait, huh?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh. Nice one, Musa. Little guaranteed. I'm going to get him back in the water after his little fall.
You can put him in.
Nice.
Okay.
These are all shells all of a sudden. Like, look behind you, there's no shells, and then there's this big mound of shells.
Oh.
So this is like a old midden that the struntloopers, so the sand people that used to live off the ocean, this is where they would have dropped off all their shells and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So once they went down to the sea to harvest, and they'd come up here and take the things out their shells. So these shells are ancient. Cool, eh? So that was an amazing day of fishing. One thing I'd have to say is, if you are going to use that technique, please, you're going to catch a lot of really small fish. Be sure to release them. Let them get a little bit bigger before you catch them again, and give them a chance to breed. Thanks very much for watching. This is the first day of a month of fishing. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Cool little mussel cracker. Eh? Awesome. There we go. That's a decent fish. Very decent fish. Yes.